Hello everybody, this video is about Humayun's tomb. Humayun was a son of Sahuruddin Muhammad Babur, the first Mughal emperor, and the father of the great Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar. In 1533 CE, Badshah Nasruddin Muhammad Humayun ordered the construction of the city he called Din Panah, or the refugee of the faithful. Akbar became Badshah at the age of 13. In the 1560s, once he had consolidated the empire, Akbar began building a grand mausoleum to honor his father's memory. He chose a site along the river Yamuna, downstream from the citadel of Dinpana, abutting the dargah of Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya. Humayun's tomb is set in a walled garden. Arcaded walls enclose the 26-acre garden, which is divided by wide pathways into 4 quadrants. Narrower walkways with water channels representing the rivers of the Quranic paradise further divide each quadrant into grids of 8 squares, the ninth being occupied by the enormous tomb platform. The Charbagh gardens were for royal picnics, to receive dignitaries, for rulers to consult with ministers, and as halting places for the army when on the move. The low platforms at the intersection of the walkways would have been the base for tents providing shade to visitors. Water lifted from the Yamuna that flowed along the eastern wall and from wells on the northern and western side was carried over patterned water chutes, filled the channels, and irrigated the gardens. Terracotta pipes fed the fountains in the 4 central pools. Compared to the tombs of other Mughal emperors, Humayun's tomb is unusual for the number of other members of the royal family who are buried there, almost 160, amongst which includes Dara Shikoh, Shah Jahan's son. Humayun's tomb stands 50 meter tall with the finial itself 6 meter high. The mausoleum stands on 4,000 square meter. The architect Sayyid Muhammad Giyas chose to design arches of different sizes and repeated recesses to bring the building to human scale. The geometry in the architecture reveals that the various elements form a harmonious transition from the base platform to the bulbous external dome. The dome, monumental yet graceful, provides the building the crucial imposing scale. The tomb of Humayun is the first of the grand dynastic mausoleums that were to become synonyms of Mughal architecture. Here, for the first time, the monumental scale is attained that was to become the characteristic of Mughal imperial project. At Humayun's tomb, the building blocks of the structure are set back in the line of view in order to pose the full grandness of the monument at the very first glance, an element which was to become a design feature for the Mughal architecture to follow. In India, there was a long tradition of building in stone. For Humayun's tomb, red sandstone and white marble was used, applied in distinct bands and borders to cover a rubble masonry structure built with grey Delhi quartzite. This made it different from monuments in West Asia, where they were built in brick and covered with glazed ceramic tiles. The marble was probably brought from Rajasthan and the red and yellow sandstone from quarries near Agra and brought in barges up the Yamuna. Hundreds of Persian and Indian craftsmen worked on the monument, which was completed in 8 years.